The rumour sounded strange at first, too unexpected, too bold. But by the time the summer sun rose over Manchester City's training complex, it had already become reality. The rising shadow from the forest. Deep within the historic grounds of Nottingham Forest, a young midfielder had been quietly shaping his destiny. Gibbs Elioti Underson was not yet a household name across Europe, but among scouts, analysts and coaches, whispers of his talent had begun to grow louder. He possessed a rare blend, composure beyond his years, sharp vision and the kind of intelligence on the ball that cannot be taught. Forest fans had seen glimpses of brilliance. A perfectly weighted pass splitting defenders. A calm finish under pressure. A tireless work rate that made him the heartbeat of midfield battles. But they also knew something else. Players like him don't stay hidden forever. And then came the call. The call from Manchester. At the Etihad Stadium, Pep Guardiola was already planning the next evolution of his squad. Fresh off another dominant campaign, he wasn't satisfied. He never is. Guardiola had watched Underson closely, not just highlights, but full matches, studying his positioning, his decision-making, his movement off the ball. What he saw reminded him of something he values above all: intelligence. He understands space. Guardiola reportedly told his staff, "You cannot teach that easily." The decision was made quickly. Manchester City would move. The negotiations. Talks between the two clubs began quietly. Nottingham Forest, aware of the growing interest, knew they were sitting on a gem. They resisted at first, determined not to lose their rising star easily. But Manchester City came prepared, not just with financial strength, but with a vision, a pathway, a promise. Underson wouldn't just be another signing. He would be developed, refined, and trusted in one of the most sophisticated football systems in the world. After days of intense negotiations, late-night calls, and strategic discussions, the breakthrough arrived. Deal confirmed. The official announcement sent shockwaves through English football. Manchester City have confirmed the summer signing of Gibbs Elioti Underson from Nottingham Forest. The Etihad erupted online. Fans flooded social media with excitement, curiosity, and anticipation. Who was this young talent Guardiola had personally approved? Forest fans, meanwhile, felt a mix of pride and heartbreak. They had nurtured him, but now the world would see him. The first arrival. When Underson arrived in Manchester, it was early morning. The sky was grey, but the moment felt electric. Cameras captured him stepping out of the car, calm but focused. No flashy gestures, no loud statements, just quiet determination. Inside the training facility, Guardiola greeted him personally. "Welcome," he said with a slight smile. "Now we work." A new chapter begins. Training at Manchester City was unlike anything Underson had experienced. Every session was intense. Every movement mattered. Every mistake was analyzed. But he adapted quickly. Teammates noticed it immediately. His awareness, his willingness to learn, his confidence without arrogance. He listened, he absorbed, he improved. Senior players began to guide him. The environment pushed him forward. And Guardiola, he watched closely. The vision. For Manchester City, this was more than a transfer. It was an investment in the future. Underson represented a new generation. Players who combine technique with intelligence, discipline with creativity. In Guardiola's system, he could become something special. Not just a squad player, a cornerstone. The pressure. But with opportunity comes pressure. Fans expected brilliance. Media questioned whether he was ready. Critics wondered if the step-up was too big, too soon. Underson stayed silent. He let his football speak. The first match. The day finally came. A pre-season match under the lights. The Etihad Stadium buzzing with anticipation. Underson stepped onto the pitch wearing the Manchester City shirt for the first time. For a moment, everything slowed. Then the ball came to him. One touch, two touches, a perfectly timed pass that split the defense. The crowd reacted instantly.